Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is Ruben coming at you. So today, I go to a store, right? I go to a store in the state that I live in, which is Minnesota, all right? And I go to a corner store, and a young lady that I know come up to me, that works in the store, says, "Oh, you know who died? I'm dressed in black because I'm really hurting. I'm really saddened that Kobe Bryant died. He was killed in a helicopter crash." I didn't know, okay? Because I don't follow sports entertainment. I don't follow none of that. You see, I don't follow Hollywood. I don't follow none of those things. But here's what it is: the reality. This is going to be an extremely short video. This could be one of the shortest video I ever done, because I have talked for so many years in this. So I'm going to send you two links, which prove what I'm talking about here, beyond any shadow of a doubt. My friend, he's got Russian vet from San Francisco, California. He got some pretty good videos out there. All right, very spiritual man. You got to be aware as to this crazy matrix that we live under, ladies and gentlemen. You got to understand that this young brother, if he was indeed killed in that helicopter crash, not too far, because he was on his way to a basketball game. Probably the game that he was going to watch was he was going to see LeBron James pass his records as the third highest scoring player in NBA history. All right? But I want you to understand this. Don't be naive. What's happening here is the following. Let me fix this. What's happening here is the following. What's been happening for many, many years. Many years. Blood sacrifice. I've been knowing this ever since even before I started making videos on YouTube. For many years, I've been doing my studies and we live in a satanic world. And in order for you to become part of a club, like what is called the $20 million club, you have to put in some works. You have to put up works, which means blood sacrifice. When they ask you that a family member needs to be sacrificed, taken out, you do it without question. Because it is in your best interest. All right? So, fix this real quick, I'm sorry. So, having said that, you're going to see two links that I'm going to send you. The first talks about how his death was predicted program. It was predicted in a cartoon back in 2017. The second video, I want you to pay close attention to 6 minutes and 49 seconds minute mark on the second video, which tells you the power of number 13 in Freemasonry. We live in a world that's controlled by satanic forces. This is the devil's time. Whether you want to accept that reality or not is on you. Okay? All right? This is the devil's time. And he's going all out. And he's got this whole world messed up, turned upside down. Okay? Now, why do I bring the fact that the number 13 is a very powerful number, symbolic number for Freemasonry? Because in the Masonic practices, the 13 is a number of sacrifice, which means also of death. And that man is going to tell you right there, who is an expert on Freemasonry. I want you to understand The matrix that we live under is beyond your control. We cannot make any changes to it. You have to let it be. The only things left for us to do is to have a strong relationship with our Maker, with our Creator. Because this is the only way we're going to make it to this. Okay? But this whole world is messed up. Again, why am I mentioning the number 13? Because one of the victims, and nothing happens by coincidence, okay? Everything there's a reason, cause and effect, action and reaction. You got to understand that. Understand those principles. That's why Freemasons control all religions on this planet, because they were the one that actually pushed it and created, including the Roman Catholic Church. Who runs the Roman Catholic Church? The Jesuits. Okay? So, one of the victims that actually lost their lives in this helicopter crash that killed Kobe Bryant was his daughter, Gina, who's 13 years old. You think this is all by coincidence? Again, there are no coincidences. There are no coincidences on this planet, on this life. Get it straight. His daughter was 13 years old. She was also killed. Throughout history, there have always been blood sacrifices. I could spend all night here telling you. I mean, you got Michael Jackson, blood sacrifice. You got Prince, who made a song about Let's Go Crazy. Remember? When he said, let's go crazy. And in the elevator tries to break you down. Right? The elevator symbolizes the devil. He knew it. See, for many, many years, before I even moved from New York to the state, I knew all this. When you become part of the entertainment circle and the sports complex circle, and you be making all these millions of dollars to distract the masses from their agenda, ladies and gentlemen, you have to perform blood sacrifices. And you may say, well, why is that, Mr. Rubin? Because why? Because if you put in works and you do blood sacrifices, you will always belong to them. You will always be under their control. That's why most artists don't control their money. They get a black card, black credit card, all right? And I mean, an artist cannot go into a bank and take like $5 million or $2 million from the bank. Because if they do that, there will be a knock at the door. By who? By the handlers and the people that control the devil's den. That's what Hollywood is. The devil's den. Before I leave you, I'm going to read you a verse from the Holy Book, the Bible. Okay? I'm going to read you Matthew chapter 16. Verse 26. For what is a man's profit if he shall gain the whole world and lose his own soul? Or what should a man give in exchange for his souls? You understand? When you are part of the devil's den, Hollywood, and let me give you some example of people that have committed blood sacrifices. You got Kanye West, who know, and he kind of said it in not too many words. He have said it. In fact, one time he said, if it wasn't for my mom, I wouldn't be part of Hollywood, of this Hollywood thing. He sacrificed his mom. Okay? And this other kid, what's his name again? Forgot his name. He sacrificed his what's his name? Bruno Mars. He sacrificed his own mother, and then he after he did that, there was a contract for him waiting for $70 million. You understand? This is no joke, and there always been blood sacrifice by the guy that supposedly killed himself, Williams, who was in that movie, Mrs. Doubtfire, where he made, to see his kids, he dressed as a woman. I forgot his name. I know his last name is Williams, but anyway. Then you got Richard Pryor, Michael Jackson, you name it. They've been blood sacrificed all over the place. Tupac Shakur. You cannot be part of the circle and become an independent thinker. Okay? You cannot be a thinker. You can only be a machine that brings them money. That's all you have become. Oh, Carrie Perry. I believe that's her name. I don't know. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing her name correctly. Carrie Perry. She became. Have you seen her lately? Have you seen her? That girl is out of her mind completely. Because that's what the devil does. Let's not even get into Sasha Fierce thing, that lady that, what's his name? Jay-Z's wife, Beyonce, that made believe that she was pregnant, that told the whole world that she was pregnant when in reality she wasn't. But anyway, that's what it is. The purpose of this video is to wake us up and to make you realize that you are living under a satanic matrix system. I'm going to send you 3 links. First is from my friend, the Russian vet, that talks about Kobe Bryant's blood sacrifice. 2, the power of the number 13 in Freemasonry. And 3, I'm also going to send you the link that I have shared with you in the past. The links where they predicted, through The Simpsons, they predict to program the masses that he was going to be killed. 9/11 was predicted in The Simpsons, you name it, in movies, because that's how they work. That's how their ideology, Kabbalah, work. They show you. They got to show you what they're going to do before they do it, so they won't feel guilty about it. But anyway, you're going to hear about that in the links that I'm going to send you. So you thought I was crazy all this time, huh? What I've been saying is coming to fruition. It's right there in your face. So you're going to have to make a decision. Which side are you going to be on? Are you going to be living under this system? Because you are living within the system, you are going to be living under this system that have given you all the religions and ideologies throughout history. Religions divide the masses. In fact, the religious concept have been the most destructive concept throughout human history. Get your facts straight, ladies and gentlemen. Politicians, by their very essence, are puppets. And they are governed, they are controlled by their puppet masters. So don't think that Donald Trump is going to be your savior. Donald Trump is being told what to do, just like Barack Obama was except that there's a difference. They make you think it's different, but it's all the same thing. Since George Washington down, this country have been sold out. He was the first Freemason. But before him, there were 16 presidents. But they didn't count because they were not Freemason. See, they have created your history. That's why NASA, have you seen the NASA logo? It's a serpent, right? They worship the beast. They say, we live, whether you want to believe it or not, you live under a beast system. This is not some religious mumbo jumbo. That's a fact. That's a reality. I don't push no religion. I practice and I have studied many different religions. In fact, I was baptized in one many moons ago in New York, in Harlem. I was part of a religion for 9 months. I woke up. Why don't you? Are you going to be taking the blue or the red pill under this system? Are you under the red pill influence or the blue pill influence? I want you to be in a better pill, which is called the Creator's pill, God pill. Again, let me say it once again, so then I'm done. The devil's den, which is Hollywood, their job is to distract the masses, but they have to put in works, blood sacrifices. The same thing goes for sports figures, like Kobe Bryant. You got Epstein, who had a freaking land, an island called Lolita. They had an airplane, Lolita Express. You got Bill Clinton going out over there all the time, having sexual relationship with young kids. Because these people are pedophiles, ladies and gentlemen. But they're not doing any serious investigation. You know why? Because they all have something on each other. Why do you think Hillary Clinton is not in jail? Because it's all a game. She will never do time. Even though she committed a lot of if it would have been me and you, we would have been in jail right now. That's how this system works. And one last thing. Do you know who controls the NSA? National Security Agency. And you know what the NSA is? It records all the phone calls that everybody makes in the United States. And by the way, you talk about the wall being built. The walls is not to keep people out, but it's to keep people in once the you know what hits the fan. Because the United States will go down and will be destroyed. I have covered that so many times in my previous videos. So you want to stay asleep? Be my guest. It's your decision. May God bless you, and may you be awakened. Thank you.